For the reality and the spirit whom we have known and the things that we have seen can be with us always through memorabilia and reflections as housed in this center and as perceived through the traditions of Florida A&M University.
When I was quite a boy and in Georgia, I spent a good deal of my time in the sun. And yes, I guess it had great impact on complexion in some ways, but the brown tones were already there. But at any rate, plowing was one of those things that I did often. And I used to resent it. I hated the thought of getting up early in the morning and working until the sun set in the afternoon. And I decided one day to go back to where I grew up in Cairo, only 35 miles north of us, to see if I could find the plow that I used as a boy. And you won't believe it, but I did. The plow is about 70 years old. It's the one that I used in my garden with Grandma Susie as I grew up, and it's the one that helped me to realize that I never wanted to return to the soil as a way of earning my living. And I think this had significant impact on my growth and development.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. From plowboy to president.
Dr. Smith, distinguished platform guests, alumni, and friends. All of the Adderleys are humbly grateful that one of us merited the kind of recognition that extends him the privilege of being enshrined in the archives of our alma mater. This is one of the many honors that Cannonball received. And this marks a milestone in my life to be able to come and stand before this distinguished group and present to Mr. Eaton a little part of our life, I guess I'd call it, because it took us about 20 years to get the collection together. But this will be just added amount to the material that he has already.
The bulk of the work toward getting victory for us. As I reflect very happily at this occasion, I remember, I guess, most vividly, in 1961, we ran the fastest 440-yard relay in the country, 40.1. It was the second fastest in the entire world. In the SIAC championships of 1963, I was very fortunate in that Coach Gaither decided that Bob Hayes wouldn't compete that day. And I was able then to win the 100, the 220-yard dashes. I finished fourth in the long jump and anchored 2 relay teams, which accounted for about 19.5 of our total points. And like always, the guy that gave me the most trouble was a fellow by the name of Alfred Alston, who took this opportunity to establish a new javelin record in the javelin throw, which still exists, by the way, and also to compete effectively in the 2 relays that I just mentioned. And in addition, he finished second to me in the 100-yard dash. So I think I edged him out by 1.5 points for the total scoring championship. This award is for me a very great honor. I didn't had a big argument in my house because I didn't clean it up and I didn't iron all the scratches out. This award is given once every year. And in 1963, it was only given once, and so I'm particularly proud of that. The Drake Relay Awards and the Los Angeles Awards are are given in a multiplicity of ceremonies, and as you win each race, you get another award that's like that. And so we have several Drake Relays watches, several mementos from the Los Angeles Relays. This is the only one Cleve Abbott Award for the year 1963. I'm extremely proud to present it to the gentleman that I consider to be the best history teacher in the world. And when I taught history at Auburndale and Lakeland High School, I used to tell my students that I was the second best. And it seems like I can never finish first in any of these things. So at this time, I'd like to present the Cleve Abbott Award of 1963 to Mr. James Eaton for the Black Archives.
Bob, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I tell you what now, sir, we're about to start this here battle. And we're going to take that capital of Tallahassee and we're going to put this state of Florida back in the Union. Because that's what this war's all about, is to put the Union back together again. Now, I'm not an abolitionist now. I'm a Unionist. I don't care a thing about slavery. Don't care anybody's thing about it at all. I want the Federal Union placed back in one piece again. We're serious about this. It's the only reason it's got me away from home. Now, I want to show you something here right now. This here's a Daguerrean image of my fiancée, Abigail. Prettiest girl in our whole township up there. Right. And I'd much rather be up there with her than down here in Florida, because I didn't lose nothing in Florida. We put this country back together again, and we're all going to go home.
Okay, down. It's yours. Keep coming. Keep it down. Keep it down. Holy shit. Bring it up. Bellman, here they come.
Hey, look at that. That's big.
All right.
Gary, including this, we have... Prepare! Ready to fire my volley! Squad, rise up! Fire my volley! Fire! At guns! Fire at will!
Show me will and I'll fire it.
Oh, we got it on the right! Watch it! Oh! We got it ready!
This is going to be the last charge.
The Yankees made the mistake again of trying to get into Florida. The Florida men, no matter where they are, will defend their home and defend their rights. We have soundly defeated the Yankees and their slave soldiers, and we have run them out of the state once again. Lincoln may try this time and time again, but he will not succeed in capturing Florida. As you saw, we have beaten them with boys and old men, and the Yankees have been soundly trounced.